Tottenham 2 West Ham 3, Ogbonna heads home winner as Hammers come from 2 behind. The knives were out for the Hammers boss after first-half goals from Tottenham's Moussa Sissoko and Delali. But the jeers from the travelling fans turned to cheers after a quick-fire double and Angelo Ogbonna's header put the Hammers 3-2 up. Both teams made many changes, but for Bilic it was a huge gamble with his future on the line. The punt looked to have backfired as his makeshift defence was exposed in the 6th minute. A sweeping Spurs move involving Fernando Llorente and 2 minutes sunset Sissoko threw on goal. The Frenchman did not have to break his stride as he slotted home past Adrian. Even with Harry Kane having a night off, West Ham looked fragile at the back. Spurs threatened again when Kieran Trippier's 18th-minute cross was met by an unmarked tally, but Adrian came to the visitors' rescue with a fine reflex save. West Ham's large band of fans were becoming restless and the groans grew louder when Ali hammered in his side's second goal in the 37th minute. Son found too much room to play in Ali and the England midfielder curled home with the aid of a deflection off the head of Declan Rice. West Ham finally brought a save out of Michel Vorm when the Spurs' backup keeper easily collected Mark Noble's tame 41st-minute shot. It was little wonder West Ham supporters booed off their team at the break. If the Hammers players could not raise their game in a London derby when their manager was clinging to his job, then you wonder if they ever could. The sight of Andy Carroll meekly losing out to the fit-again Danny Rose in a 50-50 contest for the ball summed up his side's effort. Spurs had not won a trophy since lifting the League Cup in 2008. But they were cruising through to the last 8 unless West Ham could spark a turnaround. Related videos: West Ham fans throw inflatable dildos around London Stadium. West Ham fans chant "throw the dildo on the pitch" in a swipe at club owners. West Ham's Michael Antonio on what makes a pro player. Michael Antonio talks about young players who think they've made it. Harry Kane admits win over West Ham was a fantastic result. Harry Kane admits Tottenham win against West Ham was a fantastic result after he scored 2 goals for the team. That prospect looked unlikely before he threw West Ham a 55th-minute lifeline. Vorm could not hold Edmilson Fernandez's powerful 25-yard shot and who turned home the rebound. All of a sudden it was a different game with 0 inches away from turning home Aaron Cresswell's cross before Vorm's intervention. West Ham were snapping into tackles and held his side level on the hour. Manuel Lanzini had been anonymous to this point, but he burst into life by laying the ball into the path of O, who swept home. Ali volleyed Sissoko's cross straight at Adrian in a rare Spurs attack before Ogbonna turned a one-sided tie on its head when he knotted in Lanzini's 69th-minute corner.